to Quarter Inch Seam. It is so late. You would not believe what time we're eating dinner tonight. Might be tomorrow. Welcome to Quarter Inch Seam. I'm Angela. You're in my sewing room. I am going to, while we chat tonight, it's going to be short because I got to do something with this hair. I've got to get the rest of dinner on the table, but I thought I might just slip inside here and just catch my breath. Do you ever do that? Do you ever just, and I'm sure the lighting's not right. I'm sure that I'm probably either too dark or too much shadows or I don't know. But it's dark. Yeah, it's dark. So it's different than what it usually is. Who cares? Okay. I've got to get a little bit further ahead on these butterflies. So, I didn't save the stitch, but I wrote it down. Okay, page 8 of 8, 7064. Hi, Minnie. 708. Ha! That's the one. So, I'm going to sew on these butterflies for just a few minutes. And I thought we would chat and see. What are you doing? Oh, no. I spun the butterfly around. It was sewn in the wrong place. Okay. Yeah, that's about how it's going to go today, girls. That's about how it's going to go. It's sewing the curlicue in the middle of the butterfly. Okay, we should stop. Let's just catch her. Let's just stay calm. Listen, don't panic. Hi, Minnie. I know, you're hungry. Everybody's hungry. And what's Mom doing? I know. Yeah, I know. You know what they say, Minnie? Choose wisely. Yeah. Choose wisely. Okay. Let's get our heads back on here straight. Okay? All right? Down. Now, come on now. Now we're cooking with fire. What happened? Why are you only sewing 2 curlicues and then stopping? I must have touched something there, because it literally did 2 loops and then stopped. But it was only showing, okay, that was weird. I gotta go get this hair fixed. I gotta go get this hair fixed this week. Yeah. We need a trim. And, we need a little color. Truth be told, we need a lot of color. And, I can't even imagine when I'm gonna have time for that. Okay. When you're doing this kind of stuff, so, Betsy, I think it was. Shout out to Betsy. In North Dakota. Who has the brother version of this machine. So I saw somebody earlier on the internet, on one of the, one of the social medias, give out a tip about something that actually my machine has, and I jotted it down and I saved it because I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it got me thinking. if you don't know this, because I think I knew it, but I think I forgot. If you have the brother version of the Baby Lock Crescendo, and I don't remember what it's called, so somebody can tell me in the comments. And you have the, again, if you're an experienced quilter, this may not be for you. But when you're doing like the butterfly quilt, if you're doing the butterfly quilt, if you're going to do the petals quilt with us in... Some of you are screaming at your phones right now. She's not looking. Look at the... Watch what you're doing, Angela. If you're doing the butterfly quilt with me now, or if you're going to do the petals quilt kind of sew along in June, there's a lot of ladies that are doing the, well, a lot of people, I don't know if they're all ladies, doing the petals quilt with us in June. It's going to be so exciting. Anyway, when you put your applique down, right, and I did a video on that, so you can find the video where I talk about how to use the heat and bond, because it's very fun and it's very versatile. But if you use the heat and bond, you know, and then you're going to go back and you're going to lay down a stitch around, because you want to stitch around whatever you applique down to make sure it holds, right, so that the edge doesn't come up. If you have the Baby Lock Crescendo or the brother version of this machine, there's a button on here, and it looks like your presser foot. It's a little picture of a presser foot, and it's got a needle sticking through it. Okay? You want to have that on, and I remember that the sales lady had probably told me about that, but I forgot. I totally forgot. It's been 5 years. Anyway, what that button does is when you stop sewing, it lifts the presser foot up but leaves the needle down. And the reason that that's important is it allows you to, without everything moving and without having to move your hands, it really quickly allows you to make much quicker adjustments, because like the petals quilt, there's a lot of angles, you know, you're going to go up the petal, down the petal, then there's angles down, there's 3 or 4 angles down where it connects to the circle. Even on this one, you know, there's multiple little changes, and you want to be able to like quickly, it will make your finishing stitch, you know, your edging stitch look a lot better. Mine's looks a lot better when I turn this function on. So when you're doing this stitching, you want to make sure that that's on. That's your tip of the day. We are fixing to get rain here, and I think pretty good rain. Maybe not. Maybe I just wish it would rain, because it's so hot. And today, when you went outside, it was like being in your Instapot with the lid on. It really was. It was very, like, the air was just really, you could just feel it. It was so heavy. And, if you do the butterflies quilt, the butterflies go together, obviously, there's less pieces. It stitches down a lot faster than the petals quilt. Yeah. She's sitting by my chair because she's hungry. She knows it's dinner time. She knows it's past dinner time. So with that, I'm going to go make these kids some dinner. Sorry, it's a quick video today. I hope we're getting some rain because we need it to cool off. It's too hot. And the driveway saga continues. They came today. They busted up parts of the driveway and then left some piles of concrete. And we still can't drive like right onto our driveway. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm glad I'm not paying for it. I wish I weren't having to go through it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening. I'm sorry this was a shorty for today, but tomorrow we'll sew a little bit longer together. But I didn't want a day to go by where I didn't come in, pop in for a few minutes, say hello, and remind you to, now she's going and ratting me out. She heard Steve in the other room, and so she's going to rat me out and tell him that I haven't fed her. You can't win in this house. You just cannot win in this house. Okay, don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. And remember, only a quarter inch seam. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.